They're set for football as the Jags are match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. This defense for the Jags, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep it.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Still 9 remaining on second down. Mahomes going to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
2nd and 10. On the counter, ETN. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Onto a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 8 coming up. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another 1st down run right there.
Now Jones. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. So that'll back him up 5. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. Lawrence will throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Shepard. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Allaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Kansas City.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This one swung out here to Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. Good contain. On the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the Jaguars are going to take over the Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Play action. It's Lawrence. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
14 14, Mike 14. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it down.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Lawrence. Again, it's Johnson. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. To throw again is Lawrence. Flushed out right. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards, the final tally.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up first and goal.
They'll try to run with Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Mahomes. He'll let this go. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags force the turnover and take over at the 127. The Jags are so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He's going to wind up and air it out. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. Well, now how about this return? And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Hey, Delta.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put
Yeah,
there.
didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Here's Lawrence. He gets this one to Johnson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. A give to Etienne running right. And he's got this down to the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Etienne. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now Lawrence to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Mahomes to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense. 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. On play action, Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. This a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Now it's Mahomes again. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Chiefs on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. On play action, it's Mahomes. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start first. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Switch. Hey, Charlie.
Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence, he finds his man, complete. That's Lane. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Going for it, here's Etienne. He needed 2, he only got 1. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Lambo to add on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, and deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football, and the Jags grab it.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with ETN. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. It's taken to the 26. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Open man right side is Sharp. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They go play action with Lawrence. That's going to be caught. That's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.